88.1 FM, WYCE. Special guest today. I've been promising you all afternoon. Thank you very much. You know, many hands make light work around here. That's all I've got to say. Jack Droppers. Of course, he's with Jack Droppers and the Best Intentions. The Best Intentions aren't here. We've got Jack here. So, Jack, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here, even without the best intentions.
Well, we're glad you're here, too, because we always like musical guests here. You know what? Is his voice going to be loud enough here? Because he's bending down a little bit. We want you comfortable without getting a backache.
All right.
Okay?
I can move it down for when I play.
Okay, but that's all good. So tell us what's going on tonight.
Yeah, so we are opening up for a band out of the UK called the Heavy Heavy, which they make some wonderful, like, 60s, 70s era rock and roll music that is really warm and fuzzy and perfect for your summertime driving playlists.
Okay, and that is going to be where?
It's at the Pyramid Scheme. We go on right away at 8, and they'll follow us up. So only 2 bands on the bill, so you should be in bed in time to get a full 6 hours.
There you go. Now, are you? Do you know the Heavy Heavy prior to other than their music?
I don't. So I had never heard of them.
Okay.
And there's a production company called Kickstand Production that puts a ton of shows all over the state, and they sent out an email to artists saying, like, here's who's coming through Detroit and Grand Rapids. We're looking for local openers. And they happened to be the only one in Grand Rapids. I listened to their music. I loved it. Felt like it was a great fit. Hadn't heard of them before, but got a text from my brother, who is a doctor and not necessarily connected to the local music scene at all, and who was just like, this is my favorite band right now.
Oh, wow.
So it is Dr. Neil Droppers approved.
Okay.
So if you were looking for one more person to tell you to go.
So we do have a health professional here saying this is good for us.
Yeah, it is good for your back, is what Dr. Neil Droppers would say.
Okay. Is he local around here?
He's in like Muskegon, Grand Haven area.
Is he coming for the show tonight?
I think he has 4 kids, so I think if he gets a babysitter, he said.
And
he
it
might
is
show
a
up.
Wednesday night, so it's yeah. So you're playing at the Pyramid, which it just sounds. You've been there though before.
I have. I love the Pyramid Scheme. We've played there, I don't know, a dozen times or so. It's one of our favorite venues to be at, and there's tons of venues around Grand Rapids that are awesome. So,
there are a ton of Grand Rapids. So would you like to play something right now, or
Sure, yeah. I will. Let me get this down. I'll play a song called Pasadena.
Great. Jack Droppers, and the Intentions, but the Best Intentions, but they're not. We got Jack Droppers. Here we go.
If you move to Pasadena, then I'll be alright. I won't wake up crying in the middle of the night. I won't howl at the moon, I won't bark and I won't bite. 'Cause if you move to Pasadena, then I'll be alright. If you move to Pasadena, then I'll be okay. I won't wander around aimless through the city all day. I won't call just to tell you that you probably should have stayed. 'Cause if you move to Pasadena, then I'll be okay. 'Cause it's a long flight and a short life, and we all end up where we're to be. I just thought that you'd end up with me. If you move to Pasadena, then I will be fine. I won't drown out my sorrows in whiskey or in wine. I won't regret it, and I won't let it take me by surprise. 'Cause if you move to Pasadena, then I will be fine. If you move to Pasadena, then I'll be just swell. I won't rip up your old pictures and burn 'em just to tell myself that I am moving on to someone else. 'Cause if you move to Pasadena, then I'll be just swell. It's a long flight and a short life, and we all end up where we're to be. I just thought that you'd end up with me. If you move to Pasadena, I won't even care. I won't get angry at the airport. I won't stomp my feet and swear. I won't blame you, nor shame you, nor even watch you plane up in the air. 'Cause if you move to Pasadena, I'll follow you there. Oh, if you move to Pasadena, I'll just meet you there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that one?
It was the one that I needed to practice the most because it has a ton of words in it. And the last time we played it live, I forgot the second verse. So
and you did pretty darn good.
Yeah,
it looked like you hit all those words there this
Yeah.
time. So that is good. Where do you get your inspiration?
I listen to a lot of music. That one is one of those songs that was very easy to write because it has a very simple structure to it. But I love finding like a line is typically how my inspiration comes, of like that just catches out. Like just finished a song that's about trees. And I was listening to a podcast about basketball, and somebody on it said, well, sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. And I was like, I need to make a song with that line in it. So typically, like, there's a line that either comes up in life or something I'm reading or listening to, and those are, like, where the songs spark from. As far as music, I'm constantly listening to things and trying not to rip them off as best I can. We listen to a lot of Springsteen at our house. It's my favorite artist. It's my daughter's favorite artist. It's also the only artist she knows the name of. And a lot of Sufjan Stevens is one of our rotating. Those two could not be further from each other, but they tend to be the ones
I just played both of those for you. Just
that
so
inspire
you know.
what I do and what I love to listen to and to write.
So would you say you're a poet first or a musician first? What comes first?
That's a good question. I love lyrics, and I would say that I would love to say that I'm a poet first, but I know that that's not true because I couldn't write something that would just be a piece of poetry. I don't know that it would stand out.
Well, with music, you have to make it fit.
Yeah, you have to make it fit.
Either the music's got to fit or the words have to fit.
And you can do rhyming in music that would feel very cheesy and corny in a piece of poetry, which I appreciate.
So were you good at doing haikus in third grade? That syllabate.
Poetry was the one in elementary school. Was the one like English topic that I could excel at. Reading comprehension was not something that I ever really excelled at.
But you had those ideas, and you could get them on paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. And when did your music start?
I picked up a guitar in 6th grade.
Okay.
So I don't know how many years ago that was, over 20 years ago, and learned an E minor and kind of started writing songs.
Oh, I love those minor keys.
After I learned the first chord, you just kind of strum that chord over and over again and see what comes out. And the first show we ever played was at Sarah's 8th grade birthday party. She was the most popular girl in our school, and somehow we got invited. We had one song, not the best intentions. This was a band 8 bands ago or so. We knew one song that I'd written, and I knew one chord, and we played that one song, and we were like, all right, that's it. And that was my first live show, and that was, I don't know.
Now, are you from this area?
I'm not.
Okay.
So I grew up right outside Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. So
how'd you end up here?
I went up here to go to college.
Okay.
And have kind of stuck around West Michigan ever since.
So your brother must have done the same.
He did, yeah.
So you both are you the only two? I mean, you both have families.
There are 4 of us in the Droppers family, and we all came up here for college. My 2 younger sisters are both in Illinois now.
Okay.
But my brother and I are still here in West Michigan.
Okay. Now, do any of them have the music bug in them to get on stage with you or send you some lyrics or anything?
They do not. My youngest sister is a videographer and a like graphic designer and is really great at that. That's kind of her artistic bend. My older brother did play the tuba and was in a band before I was. It was 2 tubas. They called themselves the Spitty Boys.
Okay.
So if you see Dr. Neil Droppers at the Heavy Heavy featuring Jack Droppers and the Best Intentions tonight, just ask him about the Spitty Boys, and he would love to talk about it. He's
sure
very
he
passionate
would.
about it.
Now, where are you again tonight?
At the Pyramid Scheme.
Okay, and what time is that?
At 8 p.m.
Okay, and I'm sure we could get in showing up there.
Yeah, there's still tickets available. So.
Okay, and where's the Heavy from?
They are from the UK. I don't know where in the UK, but
so they're traveling around too.
They are. They're on they have like it's like a 60-date run or something like that. They are touring like wild. So
where's the next step for your band? I mean, you're local.
Yes.
A lot of music things going on here. Y'all have families, right? I mean, I read like master's degrees and PhDs and kids and babies and, so what is the next step? Is it to stay local or is it to travel?
Yeah, we, when we first started, had done a couple like book your own weekend tours out east and in Texas and lost some money on those as you do. We'd love to be on a tour. Opening up for a band would be a great thing. You got to kind of get your invite to those sort of things, and so shows like this are really exciting for us because we're a 6-piece band. We're intimidating. We're loud. We're not the best band to open up for another band that's not equally as intimidating and loud. So we're just super grateful to ever get the opportunity to do things like tonight. So yeah, our next step is we're writing the next record, and one of our goals is just to keep on writing and keep on putting out records as long as we can. We're joking around right now that for this last record, we won the Jammy for alternative, and the one before that was a rock record, and so we're trying to do a hat trick of Jammies, and so we're going to write in a different genre than a rock or alternative for the next one and see.
Okay, and just keep getting those Jammies all lined up.
I love trophies more than any other accolade, so that's what I'm after. Just give me that hardware.
So that means if someone's listening from Meyer Gardens right now, the concert series, and they're looking for an opening band, you might be available?
We are definitely available.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will put that out there on the air and see if anyone's listening there.
Respond to my emails, and we would love to. Love to make something happen.
Just respond. I would help you out. I park cars, so I get to go to all the concerts, but I've got no pull anywhere. So what else would you like to play?
Yeah, you brought up Florida, so I'm going to play a song about Florida. This is also, we put out a music video for this. This song is called Florida Man, that I'll shout out David Dyer, who's a fantastic comedian, who I believe is performing and doing like a recorded special the day after us at the Pyramid Scheme. He solo starred in the music video of this and memorized all the lyrics and just killed it. And I think we only paid him $100, and he did an incredible job. I know he's doing 2 shows on Thursday. I think one of them is already sold out. But if you want to watch him lip sync to this, you can check out Florida Man on our YouTube. So here you go.
Muggy summer afternoon, laying down on a shag carpet basement floor in my hometown, thinking about my childhood reverie of getting out of this place before it kills me. 'Cause Southern mothers will insist that you know the Lord, but I'd have rather been a dirty sinner than a little bored. So now I'm quite a ways off from the man I made out to be, a little closer to the swampland vagrant I was as a teen. And I'm sure that that place raised me in ways I can't articulate, like a coastline being shaped by hurricanes. 'Cause you can take me as far away as one person can, separate my body far from my homeland, but there's a part of me you should really understand. Oh, I will always be a Florida man. I used to dream when I escaped I'd fall right into fame, be a name that you'd recognize and either love or hate. Maybe I would write a few of those all-time greatest hits, have a public funeral in Orlando like a real revered artist. But once I sat in standstill traffic behind a big black hearse, I was going 5 miles to the hour, but they still had it worse. 'Cause the last place that body saw above the earth's floor was bumper to bumper out on Interstate 4. And I'm sure that that place raised me in ways that I cannot describe. 'Cause when I count something, I always count it twice. Whether I've moved out to Timbuktu or I've moved to Michigan, if dementia ever hits me and I don't know where I am, or if in 50 years the ocean swallows the land, oh, I still always be a Florida man.
We don't have the large audience. I could make lots of different sounds there, but that was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, thank you
absolutely
so much.
beautiful. So that was Jack Droppers, everyone. He will be with his band, The Best Intentions. Jack Droppers and The Best Intentions tonight at the Pyramid Scheme. What haven't I asked you that you're dying to tell us?
Ooh,
yeah, you're a poet. You're from Florida.
That's a good question. Oh, if anyone on air has the answer to this question,
okay,
they can choose the next song.
Oh.
What do people from the UK call English muffins?
English muffins.
Do they just call them muffins?
What? Well, we know the answer is no, because that would be a really weird question. What do people...
Like, we call it American football. It's just football, though, so...
Okay, well, okay, I guess. English muffins in the UK. Anybody? Anybody?
The call line is blowing up right now.
It's 616-742-9923. And you know what? If you don't know the answer, maybe you could just suggest a song. I'll tell you, the band, the CDs, take a listen when you've got some time, because absolutely wonderful, rockin', and it's a little bit quieter right now.
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's good. You've got different, sides to you.
Yes.
Different, so that's good. So I don't think anyone gets it. So
I don't know the answer. So it was a question that I'm searching for the answer. I've asked and I've gotten multiple answers, but I haven't heard directly from the mouth of a UK transplant.
I'll tell you, ask AI. AI is scary out there. It is just scary.
I don't want them to know my voice.
They know a lot about you already.
They don't, though. If you ask them who I am, they'll give you a lot of things. But not
they gave me a
truth.
list of 10 questions to ask you.
They did.
Specific to you.
Do you want to ask one of them?
Well, how about the fun and lighthearted questions?
Sure.
Okay, if you could open for any artist or band, who would that be?
Ooh,
We're still on air.
I know we're not. This isn't dead air. I'm just thinking. So we played a show a year ago, and the crowd was mostly high schoolers, which you would think would be a terrible crowd to play to, but they were so fun.
Okay.
So I was thinking, like, who do high schoolers listen to? And Taylor Swift is the only answer that I came up with. So I am gonna go with Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay.
I would love to sing background on "Call Me Maybe" live. That would be a dream come true.
Background instead of opening up, huh?
Yeah, well, we'll open up too, but I want to come on stage and like play the tambourine during "Call Me Maybe" or something like that. I can't actually harmonize, so like that would probably be what I can add.
Okay, well,
Carly, if you're listening,
you never
and you know what
We've
English
got
muffins are
people
called.
listening right now from all over the world, so
Carly could be.
It wouldn't be, I've got people all over the country, and then I've got some Finland here and some Munich, Germany, and so we do have worldwide listeners. You just never know.
You never know
who's going to call you next. So yes, AI generated all these questions for you, but I like you leading the train or whatever. Yes. So is there anything else you'd like to tell us? How your band got together? Are you pretty stable as the same people?
Mentally, it's hit or miss days. Some days we're stable, some days we're not. But we've had the same 6 members since we put out our first record.
Right there is a feat.
Yes,
I think
it is.
That's
and
amazing.
It's the reason why I think it keeps going. It's not because we're making a ton of money, and it's not because we're making it big. It's because we love being around each other, and so we love being in the studio together. We love playing shows together. Any excuse for the 6 of us to be in the same room, we'll take it. So,
okay, it's time to go.
Yes.
So, would you want to leave us with a last song here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. This is Jack Droppers. He'll be tonight at the Pyramid Scheme. Jack Droppers and the Best Intentions. Where are you going to play?
This is an old one called Chicago.
Got it. Good.
I fell asleep without a warning. I guess I'll see it in the morning. A gas station coffee and a bag of potato chips. I have the salt on my lips. I'm getting too old for this, but there ain't nothing left that's mine. I think I finally crossed the line. It's either rumble strips or I'm running out of time, 'cause there ain't nothing left that's mine. As I swerve off to the right, 'cause it's more than just a place where somebody knows your name, backwards from where you came toward where you're going. And I know how this goes. You get boring as you get old, or you die young driving home from Chicago. Wonder if I'll ever get there, and if I do, will I even stay? 'Cause in this lifetime, only one thing remains, that from yourself you can't escape. I suppose it's always been that way, but it's more than ain't just a place where somebody knows your name, backwards from where you came toward where you're going. And I know how this goes. You get boring as you get old. Oh, you're tired driving home from Chicago. You're driving home from Chicago. You were driving home from Chicago. Driving home from Chicago. You're still driving home from Chicago.
That was Jack. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to get some applause
right.
here. Yeah. That was Jack Droppers, everyone. Tonight at the Pyramid Scheme, Jack Droppers and the Best Intentions will be playing. And I just want to thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. I'm going to get a tune on here and then, show you the door.
Sounds good.
So to speak. Not, well, yeah, kind of really. Okay. You got it tuned right here. It's 88.1 FM WYCE.